What's good, y'all boys, man? I'm back with another reaction. And today, we got conclusive evidence that Michael Jordan had the least amount of help. Hey, and I ain't gonna lie. If you really think about it, he low-key did have the least amount of help. We ain't gonna say that Scottie Pippen wasn't an amazing player. We ain't gonna say Dennis Rodman wasn't an amazing player. But bro, we got guys like LeBron that have like crazy elite players on their team. Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the list continues to go. Like, teams that have built these super teams around them, just to win is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, we gonna get to this and see the evidence that proves Michael Jordan had the least amount of help. And he's really the reason why they're winning championships. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's true. So make sure you hit that like and sub button. I'm still a little bit sick, so you know what I'm saying? My nose is stuffed. That's why I sound like this. But make sure you hit that like and sub button. Hey, 10K subs on the way. Let's do it.
He accomplished all of this with this much help? Here we go again. This fanboy doing the most to make another GOAT video. I resent that. But let me explain myself. This has nothing to do with tearing down his teammates. It's comparing his help with all the top 10 worthy players. I was shocked to see the huge discrepancy. I will mention 12 all-time great players, and I will go from the player with the most help to the least. Spoiler, Michael had the least. The surprise will be by how much. We start with Shaquille O'Neal. He played for 6 teams, and he usually tried to team up with extremely talented players. That's indicative of the 9 top 75 players he played with. That includes Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Steve Nash. These next players weren't quite in their prime, but were still awesome. That includes Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Gary Payton, and Karl Malone.
Dang.
He also played with an MVP as his teammate, which was LeBron James in 2010. Then there was a teammate who won the Finals MVP over him.
Bro, LeBron played with Shaq? Bro, I didn't even know that, bro. LeBron has played with every superstar you can think of. I wouldn't be surprised if him and Curry team up next, bro.
Dwayne Wade in 2006. Now what about the number of All-Stars he played with? Keep in mind, we're only talking about seasons where these players were teammates of Shaq, not for their careers. There's no cheating here. That number is 11. Excluding the top 75 players we've already mentioned, we have Penny Hardaway, Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel, Amari Stoudemire, and Rajon Rondo. How many of those made the All-NBA? He had 6 total teammates who were considered the best at their position during their time with Shaq. As far as All-NBA defenders, there were 4 players. Next up is a player Shaq is usually linked to, Wilt Chamberlain. I guess they both shared the desire to team up with the best. He played with 6 top 75 players. That includes Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Hal Greer, and Paul Arizin. These next 2 players weren't quite yet in their prime. That's Billy Cunningham and Nate Thurmond. Let's not forget the time that Jerry West was playing so out of his mind in the 1969 finals that he won the Finals MVP, even though they lost. As far as All-Star...
Wait, hold on. He won the Finals MVP and they lost? Is that even a thing? Bro, I thought the Finals MVP had to be on the winning team. Nah, he gotta be the first one to do that, bro. I ain't gonna cap. He has to be the first one to do that, bro.
He played with 9 total. Besides the top 75 players include Tom Gola, Thomas Sherry, Chet Walker, and Gail Goodrich. How many of them made the All-NBA? He had 3 total teammates. As far as All-NBA defenders, he had Jerry West. Let's keep in mind that this was introduced to the league in the 1968-69 season. Jerry West also led the league in scoring and assists while playing with Wilt.
Sheesh.
We move on to another all-time great center, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He played with 4 top 75 players. That includes Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, James Worthy, and Bob McAdoo, who wasn't near the player he was in the 70s. The reason I put Kareem here is because he's the only player that had a teammate that had multiple MVP seasons. Magic Johnson won 2 MVPs during Kareem's time with the Lakers. He also won 3 Finals MVPs, and James Worthy won a Finals MVP as well. As far as All-Stars, he had 8 teammates. We're adding Bob Dandridge, Flynn Robinson, Jim Price, Jamal Wilkes, and Norm Nixon.
What y'all know about Flynn Robinson? Do your homework, no cap. Hey, in the comments, y'all let me know what y'all know about him. For real, for real.
He also had a teammate that won the Defensive Player of the Year award. That was Michael Cooper in 1987. How many teammates made the All-NBA? He had 2. The same can be said for the All-NBA defense. We'll also add that Magic led the league in assists and steals at various times. The next player is a little surprising. It's Larry Bird. He played with 6 top 75 players. That includes Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish. These next players were no longer in their prime. That's Tiny Archibald, Bill Walton, and Dave Cowens. Then there's Pete Maravich, who was a shell of himself. He played with 7 All-Star teammates. We're adding Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge, and Reggie Lewis. Let's not forget that Cedric Maxwell won the Finals MVP in 1981. As far as teammates that made the All-NBA, he had 3 of them. The same can be said for All-NBA defense. That's right, Dave Cowens was an All-NBA defender in his final season. To close out the top 5, we have LeBron James. We're talking about the constructor of super teams. And the numbers say how much talent he's had surrounding him. He's played with 5 top 75 players. That list includes Dwayne Wade and Anthony Davis. The players that weren't in their prime years include Shaq, Ray Allen, and Russell Westbrook. He's also played with 7 All-Star teammates. We're adding Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Mo Williams, Chris Bosh, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love. LeBron has had 2 teammates that made the All-NBA. He had the same number of teammates that were selected for the All-NBA defense. We move on to Bill Russell. The Celtics always had a fair amount of talent during their 60s reign. In fact, Russell played with 4 top 75 teammates. That includes Bob Cousy, Sam Jones, Bill Sharman, and John Havlicek. Let's not forget that Bob Cousy won the MVP award in 1957. He also led the league in assists 4 times during the Russell era. As far as teammates that were All-Stars, he had 6 total. We're adding Tom.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this layup right here is getting blocked off the backboard with my fucking elbow, no cap.
As far as teammates that were All-Stars, he had 6 total.
My elbow.
We're adding Tom Heinsohn and Bailey Howe to that list. Then there were 4 players that were selected for the All-NBA. Keep in mind that only 10 players were selected for this honor during this time. Only the best of the best could be selected. The next player is Kobe Bryant. The amount of help he had was very similar to the ringmaster. He's had 4 top 75 teammates. The most notable one is Shaq.
Jeez.
We must include that he won the MVP award and scoring title in 2000 and 3 Finals MVPs. However, the next 3 weren't in their prime when playing with the Mamba.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The Shaq and Kobe duo is low-key, like, that is a fire duo. Now that just thinking about it, bro, like, I want to see that in real life. I wish I could have seen that in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, live action, bro. If any of y'all ever got to go see Shaq and Kobe live, bro, let me know how that was. I know it was just like some shit like you just can't ever forget. Like, it's just one of them core memories because, like, it just looks, like, lit. Like, I don't even see, I keep saying like because, like, I don't even know how to explain it. You feel me? Like, bro. But nah, hey, make sure y'all hitting that sub button for me. I got unlimited videos coming out.
Alone, Gary Payton and Steve Nash. He's also had 6 All-Star teammates. We're adding Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel, Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum, and Dwight Howard. Just as Bill Russell, he's had 4 players that were selected for the All-NBA. Then there were 2 teammates who were All-NBA defenders while playing with Kobe. We transition to another Laker legend, Magic Johnson.
Magic?
He's had 3 top 75 teammates. That includes Kareem, James Worthy, and Bob McAdoo. Let's not forget that Kareem...
Hey, y'all let me know. Should I look into Bob McAdoo? I keep hearing his name. Was he really like that? Or was he just like one of them guys, you know what I'm saying? Like on the team that played really well. But like just never got the right amount of attention. Like I feel like he got forgot. Because like I don't know nothing about him. But if people are saying like he's good in all these videos, and it's not the first time I heard his name, so he must be like one of them players that was just really good that got kind of forgot a little bit, or like the younger generation just don't know about as much. Y'all let me know. Should I look into him, or can y'all just tell me a little bit of backstory on him? Y'all let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it.
Won the MVP in 1980 and the Finals MVP in 1985. James Worthy also won the Finals MVP in 1988. As we mentioned for Kareem, Michael Cooper won the Defensive Player of the Year award in 1987. Magic also had 5 All-Star teammates. We're adding Jamal Wilkes, Norm Nixon, and AC Green to that list. Then there were 2 teammates that made the All-NBA. Although the Showtime Lakers weren't always known for their defense, he had 3 teammates who were selected for the All-NBA defense. We move on to Tim Duncan. It shouldn't be any surprise that he is this low. The Spurs were never about building super teams, but they did surround him with a good amount of talent. He played with 2 top 75 players. That's David Robinson and Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi also won the Defensive Player of the Year award in 2015 and 2016. He also won the Finals MVP in 2014.
Kawhi is getting old,
then,
bruh.
he led the league in steals in 2015. Another one of his teammates who won the Finals...
Hey, bro, quote of the day, bro. Man, life, it moves quick. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say life is short. In my opinion, I feel like we get a good amount of time on Earth. We're blessed to live, you know what I'm saying, the life expectancy of like 84. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a blessing. But make sure you live your life to the fullest. I feel like it starts to feel short when you just live your same day every day and you let time go. But when you get out and explore new things, you'll really realize that there's so much you can do in this lifetime. You just gotta get out and do it. Type shit. You feel me? Like, it goes fast. But it's not, I don't think it's necessarily short though. Like, you just gotta get out and do things. Type.
MVP was Tony Parker in 2007. As far as All-Star teammates, he's had 5 of them. We're adding Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and LaMarcus Aldridge. All 5 players were selected to the All-NBA during the Duncan era. The Spurs were mostly known for their defense during the 2000s, and there were 3 players who were All-NBA defenders. Now we've entered the top 3 for this topic. Believe it or not, Steph Curry is among the top 3. He's played with 2 top 75 players, Kevin Durant and Chris Paul.
I ain't gonna lie.
KD won 2 Finals MVPs.
I wasn't thinking Curry, but now I'm thinking Curry as like one of them players that played with a lot of superstars. Think about it, bro. KD, Clay. I ain't gonna say Draymond was a superstar, but he was a star. Draymond. Like, bro, them 3 enough is just, it's insane.
2017 and 2018. Draymond Green also won a major individual award. He won the Defensive Player of the Year in 2017. He also led the league in steals that year. Then Andre Iguodala won the Finals MVP in 2015. As far as All-Star teammates, he's played with 4 total. That includes Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Andrew Wiggins. The Warriors' Big Four have been selected for the All-NBA. That's what makes his entry a little deceiving. Unlike the rest of the examples here, these legendary players were all teammates and in their prime at the same time.
That's crazy.
He also had 3 All-NBA defenders who have helped cover him. The last player is the only one that can be compared to his airness, and that's Hakeem Olajuwon. He played with 3 top 75 players. That's Clyde Drexler, Charles Barkley, and Scottie Pippen. Although it's fair to say that they were all at the tail end of their prime. He also played with 5 total All-Stars. We're adding Ralph Sampson, Otis Thorpe, and Vince Carter. That was for the one season Hakeem played with the Toronto Raptors before calling it quits. And lastly, he played with one All-NBA player. That was Ralph Sampson. What he accomplished with this little talent, compared to the other greats, is extremely impressive. That's why he's in the conversation for the greatest players of all time. If you think that's impressive, I present to you Michael Jordan. He's played with 4 top 75 players. That's Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. Shout out to George Gervin and Robert Perry.
Wait, hold on. They had Curry on the low end of the list, bro. I think playing with Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Draymond, Andre Iguodala, Harrison Barnes at the time, playing with them 5 on the same team, I feel like that should be higher ranked in the help. You know what I'm saying? And then your Curry on top. I feel like that should, you know what I'm saying? But nah, hey, we just gonna keep going.
Who was only here just to be technical. The number of players that went to the All-Star game with Jordan was only 1. That's Scottie Pippen. The number of players who made the All-NBA is 1. That's Scottie Pippen. The number of All-NBA defenders he's had is 2. Dennis Rodman is among those players who also led the league in rebounds 3 times. That is where the list ends.
Wow.
Think about...
Bro, that's low-key crazy. That just shows you that Michael Jordan was really him. He didn't need that much help. I mean, obviously, you're in the NBA. There's going to be other guys on your team that are going to be good. But we don't, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to gas it and make a super duper team. You don't got to get players like Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson on your team. That's crazy. You don't got to get Anthony Davis and then try to get DeMar DeRozan and have D'Angelo. Like, that's crazy to say D'Angelo Russell, but you ain't got to have Kyrie and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh and all these people on your team, bro. Just get some solid guys, and if you're the GOAT, you got to carry your team, bro. Like, I don't know if the Lakers would ever win another championship with LeBron if Anthony Davis wasn't there. You know Anthony Davis is having a great year this year. If LeBron was on the Lakers by himself, with just like the role guys like Austin Reeves, the Lakers wouldn't win nothing. Ever. If LeBron was on the Heat with no Dwayne Wade and just had Chris Bosh, he wouldn't win nothing. If he was on the Cavs with no Kyrie and just Kevin Love, he wouldn't win nothing. That's how you know that's how you know Jordan's the GOAT.
How impressive this is. How many of these players listed would have complained and pouted for having this quote-unquote little help? How many would have switched teams because of this?
Thanks.
How many would have accomplished this much by playing with one all-star player for his entire career?
No, for real.
We all know the answer to these questions. So when I say that this man is the GOAT, when I say that his 6-0 finals record means so much more than you could ever imagine, when I say that losing to Larry Bird twice in the playoffs without his only all-star teammate is the stupidest argument against his GOAT case, especially with what we know now about the amount of help Larry Bird had, you know why I'm saying all.
What do y'all think about that? Do you think that is a good take, a good debate for the people that want to say Jordan couldn't do it without the other people because he lost to Larry Bird twice? Or do you think that Larry Bird having all the help he had made sense why Jordan couldn't beat him? Yeah, y'all let me know in the comments.
This. Nobody in the history of the league knows how to carry a team more than Michael Jordan. That's just what the numbers say. But what about you all? What surprised you the most from this list? How was Michael Jordan able to accomplish so much with this little help? How would you defend the other players mentioned here? Let me know in the comments.
Y'all heard him, hey. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about this video. God bless. Jesus loves you. We out.